I am very excited to do this video right here. I'm going to be talking about, in my opinion, the top 10 matches of the GOAT, John Cena's career. Now again, it's just my list, my personal preference. You put in the comments what y'all think is his top 10 matches of all time. Honorable mentions: Edge TLC match, Randy Orton Iron Man match, bragging rights. We have Lesnar, Rollins, Cena, triple threat match. We also have the Fatal 4-Way match of Randy Orton, Edge, Shawn Michaels, and Cena. And then we have fifth, we have Shawn Michaels and John Cena, WrestleMania 23. Those are just my honorable mentions. Now let's get to the top 10. It was between this match and then Edge and the TLC match. I chose Kevin Owens' Money in the Bank. That's what I chose. This match was a fantastic match. It was the second match of their trilogy. This is after Kevin Owens had beat John Cena clean. It was one of the most shocking wins ever. He beat him clean, his debut match. John Cena came out, and this is when John Cena was in his peak. This is in 2015, where that man was doing moves out the ends, and a lot of them started with his matches with Kevin Owens. This match with Cena getting the win is definitely a top 10 match to me. I have to give it number 10. At number 9, Brock Lesnar Extreme Rules match 2012. This match was very interesting because this is Brock Lesnar's first match back. This is when he had a different style. He was not the same as he was in 2004. He came back bigger, stronger than ever, but he was just even more dominant. He made Cena bleed in the first 15 seconds of the match, dominated him. I remember he handcuffed him upside down on a steel post. You know what I'm saying? John Cena hits him in the head with a chain. They're both bleeding during the match. It was a brutal match. And this is also in the PG era where this was something we didn't see all the time. And then John Cena gets the win. This was a great match. Gotta give it number 9. At number 8, one of Cena's bloodiest matches, Umaga Royal Rumble Last Man Standing match. This match right here, let me tell y'all something. This was Umaga's best match. And when people want to say Cena couldn't wrestle and all that stuff before 2015, stop it. This man, he could wrestle, but he could brawl. And this Last Man Standing match with Umaga, it was brutal. Cena, second bloodiest match of his career. You know, Umaga was a dominant force at that time. I remember Cena choking him out with the rope to get that man down. And then Umaga got back up and Cena choked him out again to win the match. This right here, plus the classic Royal Rumble match we got, it was an overall great pay-per-view. But this match right here, chef's kiss. Cena's most bloodiest match, Judgment Day 2005, JBL I Quit match for the WWE Championship. Bro, this match right here, seeing the blade jump that man did was Eddie Guerrero bad. It was blunty as hell. And it was great because this is what made Cena. This is the thing that made people really fall in love with Cena. It was this match because he was just such a badass in this match. He already took the title on JBL, who was one of, if not the number one heel outside of Triple H in the business. And these two just hated each other. They showed it throughout the whole match. The chair shot JBL gave to Cena was one of the most brutal chair shots I've ever seen in my life. JBL tried to choke out John Cena 18 times during this match. The ending was kind of weird because JBL, and he was like, oh, I quit when Cena's about to hit him with the pipe, but then he hit him anyway through the glass. That was beautiful. This right here put a stamp on John Cena being the number one guy in the company. At number 6, it was between this one, number 5. It was tough, but number 6, I'm going to go with Shawn Michaels, Raw in London. This match went 55 minutes on TV. It was big. Now, there was some slow spots throughout this match. It was not like high offense the whole time, but when it needed to pick up, it definitely did. And these two went out there and just had the match of the year. It was one of those matches where it went on for so slow, yet it went by so fast because of how great it was. It also, Shawn Michaels, I mean, he's the greatest in-ring performer ever. So for Shawn, this is nothing but Cena keeping up with Shawn in the WrestleMania 25 match, which I love. I love more than others. I think it's closer as far as match quality as people want to make it seem. But going in there with a great classic match with Shawn then, and then doing it again in Raw, and on top of that, Shawn Michaels, the ending, the finish. He counters the FU, sweet chin music, and just falls on Cena. That shit was beautiful and beat him clean. Cena didn't take a lot of clean losses. He took that, and there was a go-home show into the Fatal 4-Way match, which was a great match at Backlash with Edge and Randy Orton. This was great, but it didn't make top 5 because of this next match. We've not entered the top 5, and I have to start off with Daniel Bryan, 2013 SummerSlam for WWE Championship, where Daniel Bryan beat John Cena clean. The reason why this, first of all, John Cena went there with one arm because he had someone with his elbow. The thing looked nasty. It looked like a football helmet on his elbow. It was disgusting. He went in there and with one arm had a classic match, one of his greatest matches ever. I understand he's in there with Daniel Bryan, but still, it takes two to tango, and John Cena went in there and killed. And then on top of that, he was basically kind of the heel in this match because Daniel Bryan was so over. And then Triple H was guest referee. I don't even understand why he was. I don't remember why he was guest referee, but that's not here nor there. At the end of the day, though, this, to me, sparked the Yes movement even more because Cena chose to face Daniel Bryan. John Cena, in real life, wanted Daniel Bryan to have this moment. And Daniel Bryan beats him clean. He even debuted the flying kick, the flying knee. He debuted that move in this match and beat Cena clean. And people didn't even know that was Daniel Bryan's finisher because they were so confused. Like, oh shit, Daniel Bryan, that beat John Cena with just a regular knee. That ended up being his finisher. But at the end of the day, this match was great. And then afterwards, with Randy Orton cashing in on Daniel Bryan, sending the crowd home in a frenzy, with Triple H turning heel, it was just chef's kiss. But this match right here, if it wasn't for this match, this moment, that Cena putting over Daniel Bryan touching that WWE title, then WrestleMania 30 wouldn't have been as big. It all started with this match. That's why I have it number. At number 4, CM Punk, John Cena, Raw 2013. This match was great. The winner faced The Rock at WrestleMania. Now, we knew Cena was going to win this because they weren't going to do Cena and Rock for a third straight time, but what they should have done was a triple threat match at the pay-per-view, but that's not here nor there. At the end of the day, you had John Cena, who couldn't beat CM Punk in the big matches. That was the story going into this match, and Cena did everything he could to beat CM Punk, and CM Punk even says this is the greatest match. I think it is Money in the Bank because of the atmosphere, but maybe from a technical standpoint, this was. I mean, during this match, we even seen CM Punk give John Cena a pile driver. The move was banned, and they allowed it for this match, which made sense. He gave him a brutal pile driver. Then we saw John Cena do a Hurricane Rana. It was ugly, but hey, we never seen John Cena do it. He did a Hurricane Rana, and then with an AA to win the match. This match was beautiful. This match was great. It was the last match they had before this past year. It was the last match they had before CM Punk left. So that's another reason why this match, it just hits home so much. This is at number 3, AJ Styles, SummerSlam, John Cena, 2016. This match was great. This match was great. This match was way better than the first one. The first one I didn't like because it ended in DQ. It's not as good as their first match. Spoiler, that match is coming up in the rankings. But at the end, it was great. And then AJ Styles beats John Cena clean. People were surprised. I wasn't surprised that John Cena put him over clean. He put over Kevin Owens at debut match. Like, people act like Cena didn't want to put people over. That's another video for another day. This match was great. AJ Styles proved he is the best in-ring performer in the business. We all knew that, right? We had Seth Rollins, though. Seth Rollins and AJ. Seth Rollins was number 2. But AJ, you know, the ultimate battle of TNA and WWE at SummerSlam in the rematch. This match was a classic. Now let's get to the top 2. You're probably wondering, there's only 2 classic matches left. Yep. And number 2 is CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011. Now you probably wonder, it's not the greatest match? I'll explain why. Because, now let me talk about how great this match was. This match was great. There was so many stakes in this match. Chicago crowd was big. Cena was getting booed like it was ECW One Night Stand in 2006. He came out, didn't do any of this, didn't do the salute. He just walked to the ring ready to throw down. As Punk's sitting there, you know, crisscross taps in the middle of the ring. Like, the build up to it was amazing, right? And then, of course, you have, because CM Punk in real life, his contract was literally going to end that day. So that's why they put real life into the story, and that's what made it even more epic. Then you have, these two, first of all, the chemistry was immaculate anyway. But at the end, Vince McMahon tries to do a Sumatra screw job on CM Punk, a Chicago screw job in this case. Cena stopped it, got in the ring to get the GTS, and CM Punk beat him clean. That was beautiful. The crowd erupted. I was a John Cena fan, and I was sad, but I was also happy for CM Punk. Like I was conflicted real bad. And then with CM Punk, when Vince tried to get Alberto Del Rio to cash in. I never liked Alberto Del Rio anyway. And then CM Punk gets rid of him. He goes in and asks them to kiss and then the goodbye. It's iconic. It is the greatest moment in CM Punk's career, one of the greatest moments in Cena's career, because he allowed him to have that moment. That's why Phil Brooks has so much respect for John Cena to this day. That's why he adores him. It's because of moments like this. This is what sparked that Summer of Punk. This right here really put the cap on it. It was beautiful, but it ain't number one. Number one, AJ Styles, Royal Rumble 2017 to end their trilogy. This match was some of the most epic shit. They didn't even leave the ring. They didn't leave the ring. They left it all in the ring. There wasn't no, throw him outside the ring, do a little, none of that. They kept it in the squared circle. And that squared circle, said that wrong. Is that really a saying? I don't know. Either way, they kept it in the ring, and it was great. I was cheering heavy for Cena because I wanted him to get 16, which he did. And the story of it was, just like the CM Punk, he could not beat AJ Styles. That was the thing. He couldn't beat AJ Styles. He faced AJ Styles before, right, in a triple threat match between him and Ambrose and AJ Styles and Cena. And I want to say Backlash. And AJ pinned Cena in that match. So he could not. AJ was his kryptonite. And he finally beat AJ Styles in an epic match. Epic. It took like 3 or 4 AAs to beat AJ Styles. I remember when he did the FU, roll into another FU or AA, whatever. And he won. It was fantastic. And he wins number 16. Because of that, him winning 16, beating that man in that type of match, in one of the big 4 PLEs, that's why I put this at number 1, his greatest match. And that will cap off my list of top 10 matches of John Cena's career. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, thank you, John Cena, the greatest ever. Bye.